And let's see here. Got a few of you guys on the YouTube side as well. I'm going to have to get back over here. Shows I'm live. There we go. Staying tuned, Esther Q. Holland says. Good. Hang tight. I think we're just about there. Heck, I don't even know where the heck I left off before it decided it wanted to get wonky with me here. Any guys are tuning in, remember where I was at before it decided it wanted to jump off? Did I finish up the financials at least? I don't know. Yeah, 5x5, greetings. All right. All right, well, let me 10 minutes in the show. Yeah, I don't know how much ground I covered in that amount of time. That's the only drawback. I don't know if I got all the way through the financials or not. Let me pick up. Yeah, let me pick up, I guess, with the Biden story here, talking about Sandy Hook. There we go. All right, there we go. So, as I was alluding to before the disruption here, slightly, talking about Joe Biden declares gun violence a national health crisis and the Sandy Hook remembrance. Of course, all of this happened underneath 44's tenure, probably one of the greatest false flag operations run, aside from 9/11. But hey, that's my opinion. Says Joe Biden released a statement Monday remembering the December 14th, 2012 attack on Sandy Hook Elementary and declared gun violence a quote unquote national health crisis. He wrote to the grandparents, parents, siblings, children, spouses, and fellow broken and healing hearts of Sandy Hook. I know, no matter how long it's been, every time you talk about it, you relive it as though you just heard the news. 8 years later, I know the pain never fully heals. Says Biden described December 14th, 2012 as the saddest day we had in the White House and praised Sandy Hook parents for working to change our laws and our culture around gun violence and how we protect and nurture our children. Oh, yeah. Sad day in the White House when Obama kicked the door open after he decided that he couldn't get his way and stomped off stage. And oh, by the way, the characters in that from Sandy Hook having to get into character before coming on camera. But hey, I guess we just forgot about that, right, Joe? Says he added, I know it can feel like an impossible task. Since this December day 8 years ago, your nightmare has been felt by thousands of other families in our country who have lost a piece of their soul in other schools, a shopping mall, a movie theater, a club, a house of worship, in their neighborhoods and in their homes. Some of these tragedies make national headlines, so many more do not. Every year, more than 30,000 people die from gun violence across America, a statistic we would associate with war in a far off place. Countless more are left with a lifetime of injuries and trauma. Biden then declared gun violence a quote unquote national health crisis that must be confronted, stressing thoughts and prayers are not enough. Biden's claim that over 30,000 people die from gun violence in the U.S. each year is a claim made by HRC in 2016 and by Heels Up Harris in 2019 during her unsuccessful bid for the Democrat presidential nomination. Continuing on, says the claim swells actual gun violence deaths by 66%, as over 20,000 of the annual firearm related deaths in the U.S. are suicides, not homicides. Because of this, more gun control is not a solution. For example, in 2017, when there's a spike in firearm related deaths, Chicago Tribune editorial board member Steve Chapman noted that gun control would not change that. And that is because the causal factor in the rise of 2017 deaths was not gun violence, but suicides. Yet even then, Chapman observed the rate of non firearm related suicides outpaced the rate of firearm related suicides, making a focus on guns and or gun control a convenient way to ignore issues that were causal. On November 16, 2020, Breitbart News reported a Gallup survey showing support for gun control had fallen to its lowest point since 2016. And again, that brought to us by A.W.R. Hawkins over at Breitbart News. Let's see here. Are we still good? All right. Looks like we got a few dozen of you over on the YouTube side, one or so on the Twitch. A couple dozen of you on the D Live, one on Periscope. Thank you for tuning in. Apologize for the disruption. Light Switch says lots of buffering. Not sure. May try refreshing, see what happens there. Good afternoon, Charmaine. Good to see you. All right. So carrying on, let's get into some of the other news out there. And I thought this was where I might have left off. I don't know. Activists post international attorney writes declaration to halt controversial and unsafe FCC satellite program for 5G and Wi-Fi. And of course, again, this is kind of in tow with some of the stuff I was talking about last night on the Fireside. If you missed it, you can check it out here on the channel. Let's see here. Why is it doing that? That's funny. All right. In any case, grave and terrifying warnings about launching more satellites into space are nothing new. And of course, there's going to be lots of links to this in the article, various ones that by activist posts tracking this stuff. Says, nevertheless, the Federal Communications Commission is providing hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars for satellites to be launched for broadband. High-speed internet is achievable, safer, and more secure with a wired internet connection. Not 5G or Wi-Fi. Americans have paid to have this already. And we've got a whole bunch of links there as well. U.S. opposition to 5G continues.